Aaron, did you look at the pictures? They decided to name her Abby.
I saw. She's so cute. I want to see her in person already.
I think you'll be able to see her once my little sister gets discharged. It's not good for people to visit the hospital right now because of the pandemic.
I guess you're right. I'm glad she was born without any troubles, though. Hopefully your sister Anne gets better soon, too.
Honestly, she seemed like she was struggling throughout the pregnancy, and she was hospitalized a couple of times during it, too.
Do you think she's in better shape now that she gave birth?
I'm not sure. I'm still worried, so I'm going to continue going to Anne's house when she gets back.
No, it sounds like a good idea. She needs to take care of the baby too, so I'm sure Anne will be grateful you're there to help her.
But if I keep going to Anne's house, I'll start slacking off on the chores at our house.
Don't worry about that. I can help with the chores too.
I'm sorry, Aaron. But thank you. Anne said she really appreciates you too.
I didn't do anything at all. You were the one who worked hard this entire time, Olivia. I mean, Anne too, of course.
I'm so glad you're such a nice guy, Aaron. I feel like other husbands would get angry if their wife was out of the house so much.
Well, I understand the situation you guys are in. Your parents live far away, so you're the only one that Anne can depend on. I mean, I do miss you sometimes.
I'll try to stay home as much as I can from now on. I want to cook delicious meals for you too.
Yes, please. I mean, it'll depend on Anne's physical state too. Oh, is her husband busy? I wonder if he's going to take paternity leave.
I don't think he'll be allowed to take paternity leave. I know dads have been allowed to take leave recently, but it's still hard in some workplaces, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Even if I tried to get paternity leave, I think maximum I'll get is 1 week. Oh, but if we have a kid, I'll make sure to help out with raising him or her. I'll do everything I can to make sure your pregnancy goes smoothly too.
Thank you. Don't you feel like we should have our own kid sometime soon?
You start wanting one as soon as you see a baby, right?
But we can't force something like this. Let's just hope a blessing comes our way soon.
Yep. Everyone has their own time with things like this. But I also want to enjoy traveling, just you and I.
I agree. Oh, for our next anniversary, I'm requesting a trip abroad.
Huh? Didn't you say you wanted to go to Florida a while ago?
Yeah, but if it's within the country, I feel like we can easily go there if we tried. Plus, if we have a kid, we won't be able to travel far for a couple of years.
Oh, I guess you're right. I'll think about the vacation abroad.
Yay! Okay, good luck at work.
I'll work hard. Thanks. Olivia, I got your text messages. You're not going to be home again starting today?
Yeah, my sister was crying because she can't handle taking care of the baby on her own. She's feeling emotionally unstable right now. I think I'm going to sleep over at her place for a while to take care of her. Her husband's away on a trip, too.
I see. I'd also worry about leaving Anne alone in that situation. I understand. I'll take care of the household chores.
Thank you. I'm planning to stay over for at least a week.
What? A week? You're not going to come home at all during the week?
I can't say for sure until I see how my sister's doing. Her husband's not coming home until next month.
Next month? So 2 more weeks then?
Yeah, so I'm planning to stay over for at least a week. Of course, I'll try to come home when I get the chance to.
Okay, but I'm going to be super lonely this week.
Don't worry, I'll text you.
By the way, there was a withdrawal from our bank account this evening. What are you going to use $1,000 for?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention it to you. I'm going to need it while staying at my sister's place. I know it's a lot of money, but I wanted to have the cash just in case something happens.
You're only there for a week, right? $1,000 is a lot of money. Do you need that much?
It's just for emergencies. Of course, I'll put back whatever's left after I come home. Should I have not done that?
I'm not angry, but suddenly pulling out $1,000 did surprise me.
I'm sorry. But my sister's having trouble with her financial situation too. I might end up spending quite the amount of money.
But she didn't seem like she was struggling last time I saw her. I mean, her husband's hobby is golfing. Didn't Anne say that there was a luxury brand that she liked too?
You can't really tell what they're struggling with on the inside. Her husband's golfing equipment was all gifted to him by my father. And my sister's brand name items are all secondhand.
I see. They have to provide for their kid now that she gave birth too. I want to do what I can for them, but it's not like we're super wealthy either.
I know. I'll try not to spend too much.
Yes, please. I mean, it's okay to help out as much as you can right now.
I want her to not have to think about money, at least for the time being. I'm glad you said that. I'm sorry for causing so much trouble since my sister got pregnant.
Don't worry about it. She's family after all. Tell Anne I said hi then.
Okay, I'm going to do my best to help her.
Olivia, where are you right now?
I'm at my sister's house. What's wrong?
At her house.
Yeah, I have to take care of Abby and help her with chores around the house. It's so hard. We even have to order our groceries online.
I see.
Oh, by the way, Aaron, I was going to message you just now too. My sister's condition after giving birth isn't that great.
Huh?
I think I'm going to stay over at her house a little longer. I'm still worried about her, so I want to be there for her. For another 2 to 3 days. Is that okay?
Olivia, your sister is eating at a hotel buffet right now. Tell me the truth. Where are you?
What?
Like I just said, she's at a hotel eating lunch near my workplace. I said hi to her and she said she made her husband take care of Abby while she takes a break. What are you doing? Where are you?
What? My little sister's at your workplace?
That's what I just said. Can you explain everything? I asked her about her pregnancy, but she said you never stayed over at her house. Where were you this entire time?
I'm sorry.
You better come home before I get off to work.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I've actually been into solo trips recently. And I'm on a solo trip right now.
A solo trip? Why didn't you say anything about it?
Because it costs a lot of money. I thought you'd be angry.
I see. Got it. When can you come home then?
You're not going to get mad?
There's no point in getting angry now. We can talk after you come home.
I'm really sorry. I'll explain everything properly. I think I can come home by tomorrow morning.
Okay. Tomorrow morning then. Got it. Come home safe.
Aaron, I'm home. Where are you right now? You're off from work today, right?
How can you pretend like everything is normal?
So you're mad that I went on a trip alone?
But you didn't go alone, did you? You went with another guy, right?
What are you saying? Stop joking around.
I'm wishing it was all a joke too, but I saw the two of you getting off the airplane together.
What?
I was at the airport. After I messaged you a few days ago, I tracked your credit card spendings on my laptop. I saw you used your credit card in Miami, so I was keeping my eye on the flights that were landing this morning.
You're lying.
I didn't want to think this was true either, but after thinking it over properly, everything sounded off. You started staying nights away from the house since Anne got pregnant. You even withdrew $1,000. I thought this was all for your little sister, but it was all a lie. You said you used it to go on a solo trip, but that didn't make sense to me.
It's not like that.
What's not like that?
It's all a misunderstanding. I don't even know the man I got off the airplane with.
You guys seemed so close, though. Are you going to say that he was a complete stranger?
He was sitting next to me during the flight. We started talking and got along well, so that's why we were together.
But you got in his car and had him drive you home, didn't you?
He was going home in the same direction, so he offered to drop me home. Don't just say that I'm cheating without knowing the full story. Don't you trust me?
You've been leaving the house while lying to me this entire time. What am I supposed to believe?
I feel bad about that. But there were times I wanted to be alone too. Is a wife not allowed to have time alone?
Still, you didn't need to lie and say that Anne wasn't feeling well.
Well, yeah, but it was hard to tell you because you're always working so hard. You might find it suspicious that I'm going on solo trips too.
I'd rather you have told me the truth in the beginning.
I'm sorry.
Forget about it. I understand.
Aaron, are you going to forgive me? This means that you're going to believe me, right?
No, I'm astounded that you're going through this much effort to hide your infidelity. I followed the man even after he dropped you off at home.
What?
There's no way I just let him leave. I went up to him after he got out of the car. I asked him what he was doing with my wife. He got down on his knees and admitted what he was doing. The guy you were cheating on me with is more commendable than you.
What? You spoke to him?
Yeah. He let me take pictures of his messages with you as well as his ID as evidence. He lives with his parents, so he probably didn't want them to find out. We were in front of his house after all.
Aaron, I'm sorry.
Are you going to admit it now?
Yes, but I'm not serious about him. We were both doing this casually, and it wasn't like we were looking for anything more.
Oh, so it's okay to have an affair if it's a casual relationship.
It's not an affair. It's just like having a little bit of fun on the side.
You're married. If you were having an affair, it's considered infidelity.
I'm sorry. Please, anything but a divorce. I'm honestly so happy that I got married to you, Aaron.
Then why did you have an affair? It was because you were unsatisfied with me, right?
It's not that. I was just messing around on dating apps. I just happened to find someone I got along well with.
Dating apps? You were planning on seeing other men in the first place then?
It's not like that. I was just curious.
Yeah, so you were interested in finding other men, right?
I'm so sorry. I won't ever do it again. I'll delete all my dating apps and won't see that guy ever again.
You can see him if you want. We're getting divorced anyway.
No. Please don't say that. I don't want to get a divorce.
Then you shouldn't have had an affair. I thought over everything these past 2 days. There was a part of me that wanted to believe that you were actually on a solo trip. But when I looked at your credit card spendings, I saw that the bill for meals wasn't the price you would have for one person. And the hotel room wasn't for a single person either. My life was complete hell during those 2 days.
Aaron, I'm so sorry.
So even after I found out about your life, you were smiling while walking next to that man at the airport. Lovey-dovey and all. I can't believe a single thing you say after that.
Aaron, I'll change. I won't do something to betray you ever again. I was stupid. So please, give me another chance.
You can't completely fix something that's been broken. There are people that can forget about things like this after a while, but how long do you think it's going to take for that to happen? My life is going to be complete hell until then. I'll be constantly reminded about the fact that you had an affair just by being next to you.
I'll do my best so you don't have to think that way.
It's too late now. Being with you is only going to stress me out. My heart isn't big enough to forgive you for having an affair. Besides, you've been away since Anne was around 6 months pregnant. You were having this affair for almost 6 months. What do you mean it was casual? You've been with him a bunch of times, haven't you?
I honestly, truly won't ever hurt you again. You can say whatever you want to me. But please, give me a chance to fix my mistake.
Do that on your own. Don't involve me in this mess. Didn't you say you wanted some time alone? You'll get a bunch of time alone after the divorce. Because I don't plan on being together with you ever again. The divorce from my wife wasn't easy. Thankfully, Anne and my parents-in-law took my side, so I was able to successfully file the divorce. It seems like her relationship with the man she was having an affair with was really just casual. So the moment I got involved, he stopped contacting my wife immediately. I'm receiving compensation fees for infidelity from him in exchange for not contacting his parents about the entire thing. As for my wife, I offset the compensation fees with the division of property. Because of that, my wife had to leave the house without complaining. Apparently, her parents told her not to come home, too. When she left, she was crying because she had no home or anyone to depend on. I'm not sure where she's living right now, and I honestly don't think I want to know either. I have no complaints as long as she never shows up in front of my face again. I moved out of the house we lived in after that and spent a while in a daze. I had no energy to do anything. Honestly, I had no motivation to live. But Anne worried about me and came to my house often with her newborn baby. I honestly didn't want her to come over at first, but the power of a baby is incredible. Seeing the little girl made me start smiling more and more. Right now, I act like a real uncle and am completely obsessed with my niece. We're not related by blood, but my niece was my savior for my depression. My wife and I aren't connected anymore, but I appreciate my ex-sister-in-law for letting me experience what a welcoming family feels like. There are still moments when I remember the pain, but I want to work hard to slowly move forward with my life.